involved as well, and that's what they just did on that play.
Tannehill with a play fake to Henry. He'll throw instead.
Buying time to his left. And he whips that one incomplete there. He was trying to get it to A.J. Brown that time. That'll bring up second down.
They've given up a few first downs on this drive, but getting the incompletion there, that should give them something to build on and maybe turn the tide.
From the 50, it's Tannehill. And he'll just get rid of it.
So I like that right there. Not only was it the right play, throwing it away like that, frankly, I think it was the only play.
Yeah, got outside of the pocket, realized he had nothing, just chucked it free.
Yeah, live to fight another down, right?
Throwing on third down, Tannehill. Under pressure, and he's going to go down. Tannehill sacked. And Charles, part of the reason they lost last week, they didn't have a single sack. Well, they changed that quickly.
But did they ever? And it was something they talked about with us extensively. They needed to get pressure. How were they going to get to the quarterback? Obviously, they schemed themselves into a great play, didn't they?
6-yard return after a punt of 48. And the Jets will take over 1st and 10. The New York offense taking over for their next possession. Now, they were intercepted the first time they had the football, but now they get it back, and it's still 0-0.
And because of that?
And he's going to go down. Back at his own 5-yard line, it's a sack. Olivier Vernon coming in with some force for the sack that time. 2nd and 21, a lot of ground to cover. Another try after the first down sack. Wilson. This one into the hands of the running back, Balaj. And he's able to get this one up to the 8-yard line this time. Call it a 3-yard gain, and they're going to be staring at a 3rd and long here. Now Wilson. Eluding the pressure right. And he finds Corey Davis. And he gets up near the 25 to about the 24 before going out of bounds. They wind up getting 16, but even that's not quite enough. It's 4th down.
On 4th down, punt coming from Braden Mann.
And this is away. It's a high kick, and he got all of it. And that one hits a little too close to the goal line, and it continues into the end zone for a touchback. The Titans offense set to begin the drive. The crowd may be losing just a little bit of the edge after back-to-back punts.
They want some big plays. They want to see some offense. They want to see somebody break away, whether it's through the air or on the ground. Now it'll be interesting to see where the patience is on both sides. Each head coach, can you hang in there and not try and force something that could put your team in some jeopardy?
Sheds off the tackle. And some space here. Past the 20. 10. Touchdown, Titans. Trey Burton, an 80-yard touchdown. And the Titans have taken a first-quarter lead. One play, 80 yards. Pretty easy drive to recap.
It certainly is, but not so easy to execute. Starting on your own 20, you want something to kickstart your drive and get it off to a nice start. They went for the whole thing and got it. That's a great way to send a message to the opposing team.
Returnable here for Davis. Oh, a good return up past the 30.
And a great return, solid field position. He's up all the way to the 45-yard line.
Well, you gave up the first touchdown of the game, but how about the response? Big-time return. Now it's their chance to try and put points on the board.
Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive.
Throwing for his running back, and he's got him complete. Touchdown! Kalen Ballage, his first touchdown on the year. And the Jets are an extra point away from tying this thing up. And oh, it's blocked. And the Titans pick it up. But he doesn't get far. They're able to stop him. And after all that, the extra point attempt unsuccessful.
I need your help on this one. We just saw an extra point blocked. Do you think the rain had anything to do with it getting blocked?
Everything goes a little bit slower, but I'll tell you what, the snap and the hold, they look good.
Yeah, and most of the time, I love when you bring that up about it getting slower. It's deliberate when it gets slower, right? Because you have to go through it a little bit more. You want to be just a little bit more careful catching the ball, putting it down, and giving him a chance to kick it.
Fielded just outside the goal line. And he'll be brought down right on the chalk of the 20. The Titans offense set to begin the drive. And last time the formula was pretty simple. One play drive, long pass. That maybe they just want to do that again, right?
And that's exactly how you want to draw things up. Whether it's on your grease board, right, in your playbook, one play drive is exactly what you want on offense. What they have to be careful of is not having a letdown. It was fairly easy last time. They can't expect that going forward.
Yeah, we'll see if it's that easy here.
Here's 2nd and 10.
And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. Calling no gain on the run there, and now they'll be looking at a 3rd down.
It's rare that a man his size can't at least push forward for a yard, but they stopped him there for nothing.
You're talking about Tiny? You're talking about the little guy back there? That monster. Yeah, you're exactly right. And it takes a group effort to get a guy like that down and not let him find some space. The first guy in, he's got to take one for the team, right? Because he's just waiting there and holding on for everyone else to help him out.
After the run, Tannehill going to throw. He's left with no option here but to throw it away.
I'll tell you what, these last couple of drives, much better from a defensive perspective. They gave up a touchdown on the opening drive, and then after forcing a punt on their last possession, it looks like they're going to get the football back again.
On is Kern, the punter, to send this one away. Now it's Crowder.
Found good room to run there. Returns it 14 yards.
And the offense will take over with a new set of downs.
The New York offense taking over for their next possession.
And following that long touchdown pass, a one-play drive last time, let's see if the defense, you know they're ready. They don't want that to happen again.
And you would have thought they would have been ready the last time. That's what you work on all the time. Make sure that no one gets behind you. That's the cardinal sin of defense, not giving up the long pass. They did. Let's see how they adjust.
28 yards the gain there on the catch and run. After one, a one-point game, 7-6.
They'll throw on first down with Wilson.
Now this is intercepted. He was trying to get it to Davis. Picked up by Amani Hooker. The 20, 10.
Got no feet.
And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown.
Coaches preach all the time about opportunities and taking advantage of them, and he did exactly that. I used to have a coach told us all the time, a lost opportunity is never regained. Well, no regrets here. He picked that one off and took it to the house.
Footing always a concern, but the extra point's up and good. And the lead is up to 8. So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The New York offense taking over for their next possession. And last time, decent field position through the pick six. Obviously costly.
But they can't afford to just bunker in now. All right, good field position means go ahead and attack on offense. Try and press the advantage a little bit. They just have to be better with the football on this possession.
So that didn't bother you too much last time?
No, because it's exactly what you're supposed to do. You can't have good field position and not try to take advantage of it. Sometimes the defense makes a good play, too.
On first down, Wilson. He'll buy some time right. That's complete to his tight end, Sprinkle. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. That good for 21 yards on the catch and run.
You don't always expect tight ends to be big in terms of run after the catch, but after that play, he joins a growing band of players that's putting that stereotype right on its ear.
They run it with Balaj. And the stop here will come at the 38-yard line. It's a pickup. Before, and it'll bring up second down. The Jets are going to use the first of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this second quarter. Inside the 30.
84 yards rushing for him as he has been tough to stop here in this first half.
They go play action with Wilson. They'll roll him out right. Running right through him. And he gets it inside the 10 to the 9. Another big hitter there. This one good for 18.
Boy, how about the speed with which this offense can get down the field? It's taken them no time at all to get down here. And now they're set up with a 1st and goal.
They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And this time they were ready for him as they'll stop him right at the line of scrimmage. They'll say no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd and goal. They'll run here with Blanche. And he will maneuver his way down to about the 7. The second down play, not much better than the first. Just a gain of 1 there.
Partner, I know we're in a goal-to-go situation, but my goodness. Think about running the ball here. Not even a thought, is it?
Defensively, they're in a prime spot.
And I think the defensive guys are probably expressing themselves to them as well. I wouldn't run it here, guys. You might want to try throwing it.
On 3rd and goal, Wilson. Under pressure, down he goes. Sacked at the 10. The Titans going to use the first of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this second quarter.
Rosas' kick is good. I don't know if they would have gone for it on 4th and goal anyway, but the sack on 3rd down pretty much made their mind up for them.
You're exactly right about that. And this is a tough place on the field to take a sack because, as you just noted, it took the decision-making away from them. Now they have to go for a field goal instead of potentially going for it.
Oh, a good-looking return set up here.
The Titans offense set to begin the drive. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means you're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of first downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Yeah, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here.
2nd and 10.
Back to throw, Tannehill. Flush to his right. He's got the first down and more past midfield. And now look at this. Big gain, but a fumble. And it's scooped up by the Jets. And he's just across midfield and down at the 49-yard line.
All these years we've been watching the game, I start to get the sense that whenever it rains out, those guys who have to touch the ball and carry it, they're extremely resentful about that weather.
Yeah, I'm just happy I'm not resentful that we have a roof over our heads. I know that much.
Yeah, maybe we won't fumble our play sheets here as we just saw the fumble happen on the field.
Following the fumble recovery, it's Wilson. Escaping the pressure right. And he's got his man out of the backfield. That's complete. And he's going to get this one down to the edge of the red zone. The catch and run pays off for 29 yards.
If your sympathies lie with the defense, you understand how tough it is for linebackers to run with a guy like this. He's going to slip out of the backfield and then work in the middle of the field. And sometimes those defenders get preoccupied with other people moving, and he finds open space and makes a nice play.
Right there, 54, right there, 54 mark. Check out.
On 1st and 10, it's Wilson. And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. Olivier Vernon able to get in there for his second sack of the afternoon. Sacks a growing theme in this first half. This is 2nd and long. Flushed out right. Toward the right sideline, but it's incomplete.
Elijah Moore, the intended receiver.
And now it's 3rd down.
They certainly did a nice job improvising there, extending the play, hoping someone would come open downfield, but they never did.
54 is Mike. 54 is Mike. Check, check. Watch 54. Watch 54. You ain't got nothing. You ain't got nothing. 132 fighter.
Now Balaj. And he's going to come up well short as they rally up to stop him at about the 16. Now Tennessee going to use the second of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. And no move to get the offense off the field. They're going on 4th and 5. They'll try and throw for it with Wilson. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And unable to break away. They stop him a few yards shy. The Jets try it, but the 4th down play doesn't work. And as a result, it'll be Titan football on the turnover on downs. The Titans offense set to begin the drive. And last drive, obviously not what you're looking for. You've got the lead. You've got to protect the football.
So in other words, someone got lucky because they've been moving the ball really well and wearing them down. In this case, though, giving up the football doesn't make them very happy. They can't wait to get back out there and atone for it.
Yeah, try to atone for it here on this drive.
Tackled by Ashton Davis up from the secondary.
No doubt about it. A really nice job there by the defense, not allowing him to get to the perimeter. But that means your defensive ends, your outside linebackers, the guys that you pay big money to sack the quarterback, they also have to have interest in the running game as well. And they did a nice job there of holding the point of attack and not giving ground.
And he's going to be brought down back at his own 6-yard line. Now the Jets going to use the second of their 3 timeouts, as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half. After the sack, they'll come up now 3rd and long.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised to see them run the ball here just to try and get some space.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Looking downfield for Jones.
And this is incomplete. Oh, it looked like he had a pretty good line on that one. That would have been a big play, but he could not pull it in.
Here's Brett Kern now as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. He steps into this one, and this is a rocket. Crowder now to return.
A good head-down running on the return. Gets about 15 yards.
And possession will switch hands, 1st and 10.
The New York offense taking over for their next possession. And with great starting field position and one timeout in their pocket, they could still come away with points here in the late going.
Now Wilson on 1st down. And he wisely will throw that one away.
To this point, I've been impressed with the work defensively. They have not allowed a lot of receivers to run free. And there's another example, another incompletion.
An incomplete pass on 1st down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. From the shotgun, Wilson. Being chased out left. And for the 3rd time here in this half, it's intercepted. Picked up by Dane Cruikshank. Certainly not what he was hoping for, Charles. That's now 3 interceptions in this ball game.
But there's a lot of knowledge to be gleaned every time you throw an interception if you do things the right way. And hasn't there been a pretty darn good quarterback along the way who threw a lot of interceptions early, learned from them, and became great later?
Who would that be?
That'd be one Peyton Manning. Threw 28 his rookie year. That's the NFL record. How'd things turn out for him?
I think okay. He's a guy in all the commercials now, right?
Yeah, I think he's doing okay.
The last run got 6. Now 2nd and 4.
From the gun, here's Tannehill. Eluding the pressure right. Looking for Johnson, and it's intercepted. Picked off near the 44. And he will be brought down as time is now run out on this first half of action. So we reach halftime here with the visiting Titans taking the lead into intermission. As we'll get you down the coast to Orlando for Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach! Forecast calling for more of the same. The rain set to continue as we are underway in the second half.
Fielded just outside the goal line. And they will wrangle it down a couple yards shy of the 30. The Titans offense set to begin the drive. And, Charles, they've got the lead. I would imagine the overall halftime tone was a positive one, but what do you think the talking points were in the locker room?
Well, if there were 3 talking points at the half, partner, all of them were about turnovers because they were pretty loose with the ball. Otherwise, this lead could be even bigger. Now, I don't think that they overly harped on it, but I think they told them, guys, if you want to keep calling those plays that are exciting, you've got to take care of the ball. Otherwise, we may have to dial things back a little bit.
The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6.
They'll run it again with Henry. 2 yards the gain there, and now they're left with a 3rd and about 4 for a first.
In the first half, he was held in check on the ground, but despite that lack of production, they still have the lead.
Yeah, and they've got to feel fortunate about that. If they could actually get production from their lead horse, that would help open up this offense and widen this margin, too.
To throw is Tannehill. And he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down.
Carl Lawson with a little how do you do as he gets in there for the sack.
Here's Brett Kern now. He's been terrific so far. Pulled in at the 24. Great blocking on the return. It springs him for 25. And out will come the offense as they take over.
The New York offense taking over for their next possession. And their defense did its job by forcing the punt to start things out. And now, Charles, can the offense get in gear?
I think, partner, you can sense them saying, okay, the first half was theirs, but now let's get the momentum back on our side. We forced a punt. Now let's go downfield and score. If we do that, we'll be set up well for this second half.
That catch good for only a couple.
Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion. They would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication. And as he dragged across each zone, you see him pointing, communicating. There he is, and they passed him off to each defender. Ended up making a nice play, even though it was complete.
Throwing now, Wilson on first down. Looking sideline, incomplete. Corey Davis, the intended receiver. But it'll be second down.
Well, defensively, they haven't let him just sit in the pocket and get comfortable, and that's opposite a lot of game plans in today's NFL. Ordinarily, you're trying to keep the quarterback hemmed in. In this case, they brought the heat, and if he flushes out, they're fine with that, and they force another incompletion.
Third quarter of a tight football game as we come up on a 2nd and 10.
Wilson will throw again.
Taken in by Sprinkle, a little pitch and catch. 4 yards the gain, and it'll bring up a third down. Not a big window to throw. Coverage wasn't too bad there.
Yeah, they had him under wraps pretty well, but somehow able to muscle his way open and catch the ball.
On third down, Wilson. And that will be incomplete. 4th down now as the Titans defense holds up in coverage.
How about this defense? They came up with a couple of big plays in this sequence, and none better than the one right there, forcing the incompletion and bringing up 4th down.
And he missed it. It's no good. And this score will stay right where it is. Down here in the third quarter, obviously that's one they could have used.
Yeah, and one of my favorite special teams coaches in the NFL told me what separates the kickers in the NFL versus the ones who are not is not the misses. It's the second miss in a row. Best kickers in the league, they don't miss 2 in a row. He's got to get his head back together in case he gets another shot.
And he'll take it across midfield down into Jet territory. Just what you want on a first down run. Call it 8 yards, and it's 2nd and 2.
Mike, here we go. At 20.
Again, it's Henry. And he'll be taken down at the 44-yard line. 4 yards the pickup, first down.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they are playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time, and making it work.
Off play action, Tannehill. And that one drops down, incomplete. Good coverage there, forced the ball free, and it's 2nd down.
This has certainly been a physical game so far. Limited scoring opportunities for both sides. And there's another chance that goes unfulfilled.
So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10. And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage on the play back at the 46. 2 yards the loss, and now 3rd and 12.
With his size, he's a tough man to bring down, but they do a nice job there stopping his progress and not allowing him to get back to the line of scrimmage.
The Jets will bring in a nickel set here as they try to stop this 3rd down. A shotgun snap for Tannehill. Nothing open downfield, so he'll throw it away. Boy, the numbers throwing the football just not trending in the right direction. Last week he was under 50%. He's under 50% again here.
And we haven't gotten an announcement, but it appears to me that he might be a little dinged up and is just trying to play through. You know, he's one of those tough guys that wants to answer the bell each and every play for his team. That might be throwing off his accuracy.
And he deserves a bronze leg as he gets this one away. That'll be out of bounds, and how good was that? They'll say the 3-yard line. That's where they spot it. The New York offense taking over for their next possession. And they will start this drive with just terrible field position, backed up inside their own 5.
But we have seen teams be bold here and take shots, right? Sometimes you go max protection, make it a one-receiver route, and take your shot downfield and see what happens. And occasionally, we've seen success occur.
And he is out of bounds, able to get it across the 20-yard line. The coverage may be too good that time as he breaks away for 19 with his legs and a first down. Now a handoff here to his running back. Room here to run. Touchdown, New York. Kalen Ballage, 79 yards. And the Jets have taken the lead. And that run massively increased his production in this game, and now he's over 100 yards.
And break out your calculator, partner, because his yards per carry went up significantly, right? Big-time jaunt all the way to the end zone.
Now after the touchdown, here's Rosas on to kick it away. fielded just outside the goal line. And he'll go down as this drive will start at the 25-yard line. The Titans offense set to begin the drive. These guys had to punt their last possession, and that's become too familiar of a refrain. Too many of these drives just wound up going nowhere.
But you know how in baseball, when the pitcher gets a base hit and he's on base, they bring his jacket out to him to keep him warm? A lot of times the punter goes to the sideline, puts on sweatpants or a wrap over his leg to keep it warm. He might need a massage from the trainer right now from all the work he's getting.
Second down and 7.
Now it's Tannehill. Completing it to the right side, Johnson.
9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down.
We've played 3 quarters. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports.
So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's 1st and 10.
Tannehill now to throw. They set up the screen for Henry. Muscles him off.
And he'll go down right around the 47 this time. It'll be a pickup of 10 yards. And it'll be second and very short. That last throw, CD, going to move him even further up that all-time passing leaderboard as he just moved beyond Broadway Joe Namath at 27,663 yards.
And that's impressive because Joe Namath, my goodness, he could throw a football. I mean, it was just gorgeous the way he threw it. Rallied his Jets to a Super Bowl win, one of the greatest upsets in NFL history. Broadway Joe
under pressure, and he's going to go down. Tannehill sacked.
Carl Lawson picks up his 2nd sack of the afternoon.
They had the right down and the definite distance to take a shot downfield, but it didn't work out the way that they had envisioned.
No, that's a situation where if you take a sack close to the line of scrimmage, it's not that bad, but a loss like that, you can't take a sack there.
Yeah, absolutely. The one thing you cannot do, they did.
An important play right here, 3rd and 10.
And I would expect pressure here.
Now on 3rd down, that pass knocked down in the backfield and incomplete.
They went with the dime look that time on defense, just flooded the field with defensive backs, blanketed everyone, took away all the passing angles, thus the incompletion.
And not what he was hoping for there, as this will hit in the end zone for a touchback.
The New York offense taking over for their next possession. Their defense got the stop, forced the punt, and now you really start to monitor the clock as they nurse this slim lead.
Forced out to his left. Got a man over the middle, and it's complete. And he'll get this one way up just shy of the 45-yard line. That one goes for 24 yards. Some good games going on in the early window. This might be the best of the bunch. And he'll give it here to his running back. And a minimal gain here as he's up to about the 47-yard line. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down. To throw is Wilson. Dancing to his left. It's brought in by Jamison Crowder. And he's going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Titans' 34-yard line. A good pickup there of 20 yards. So operating from Tennessee territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 34. Now a throw here hauled in. And he's taken down, but not before reaching the 10-yard line. Good work after the catch. Going to net him 23 and a first. They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. And he'll get about 4 there as he takes it from the 10 down to the 6. Able to stay in bounds, so the clock keeps rolling. And this defense right now backed up in the red zone. Another touchdown, it's over. They've got to stand tall quickly.
Been in this spot before. Now there's a little bit of...
And he's in. Touchdown, Jets. Kalen Ballage touchdown of the season, all coming in this game. And the Jets will extend their lead.
So it was the passing game that got him down here, but closer to the goal line, it's the running game that gets him home.
It certainly appears that they lulled the defense into thinking that the passing game was going to be it the entire drive. Nice change up there going to the running game to get them over the goal line.
Now after the touchdown, here's Rosas on to kick it away.
Not much leg here. Fields this at the 24-yard line.
The Titans offense set to begin the drive.
There's still plenty of time here in the fourth quarter. Just a one-possession game, down 8. They'll be looking for the touchdown and two-point conversion. A field goal here on this drive does very little at this stage.
16 yards right off the bat and a first down. First play of the drive in their hip pocket. Of course, the focus here has to be the touchdown or the two-point conversion. Field goals aren't going to help you.
Yeah, but how about that first play of the drive? Just to get them started, nice gain, got some positive momentum going. They're on their way, and they don't have to rush.
A big hitter to start the drive has him up near midfield here for 1st and 10.
Tannehill going to turn and give this to Henry.
And down he goes at the 49, a 3-yard pickup. Seems pretty obvious defensively a key was stopping the run game. How have they done it so successfully?
To me, it seems that these guys really did a nice job of paying attention during the scouting report meeting. And you know, Brandon, when they do those, they talk about the top plays that these guys like to run. The best runs for the top running back, those are the ones you...
Under pressure, and he's going to go down. Tannehill sacked. Shaq Lawson in there to get him. It's a loss of 5.
And it has been a rough afternoon for him trying to get rid of the football. See, that's now 5 sacks.
How'd you like to be the offensive coordinator, the offensive line coach trying to come up with an answer for this pass rush? What blocking assignments do you change? Can guys play a little bit better? And we're seeing the end result on the scoreboard. Long day in the pocket for their quarterback.
So the Titans in possession of the football here as we get you reset. They face a critical 3rd down now, needing a score here in the late going. Here's Tannehill. He'll get this one complete. That's A.J. Brown.
And he will have a Titans first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
21 yards there on 3rd down.
This will go to Henry out wide.
And they're able to get this one past the 30 down to the 25. Very sharp here to start this drive, 3 for 3.
Yeah, I like the way he's running this 2-minute drill. Very sharp, very precise in throwing the football.
So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's 1st and 10. And, a crusher there as it's intercepted. Picked off inside the 5.
Well, this game has not been short on intrigue, but that's the backbreaker right there, and it's going to put any hope of victory to bed.
Yeah, they knew they needed the touchdown, and when you have that little time remaining, they know they've got no choice except to go for broke, and that they did. But the interception, that means defeat.
They've got good starting field position as they come up here 1st and 10, right at the 50-yard line. Going to give this time to the tailback. And they'll work this down to the 40-yard line, tackled there.
Boy, 194 yards rushing for him now as he has been tremendous all day long.
Oh, Wilson going to throw on the move to his left. Finding his safety valve here. That's complete. And he's going to be out of bounds down around the 35-yard line. They'll contain him to just 4. 2nd down. Now a handoff here to his running back. And he'll go down at the 28. The Titans going to use the first of their timeouts as he'll stop it with 11 seconds remaining in the ball game. Wilson to throw. Sliding out of the pocket. And that will be incomplete. 4 ticks left here on the clock.
That was an interesting look there because as soon as he got outside the pocket, I thought he was going to take off and run for yardage. But what often happens now with these quarterbacks who can move, defenses want to try and keep bodies in front of them, and I think that discouraged him from taking off and made him try a pass downfield that fell incomplete.
So it's a victory here for the New York Jets. And it was their defense that really made the statement after the break. They pitched the second half shutout.
Yeah, think about the team that just got vanquished. They did score in the second quarter. Do you think they thought at all that that would be their last points of the game?
No, but what a second half. The adjustment